Welcome back to a new video. This is the first workout of the 6th week, and the session today had some snatch doubles, some hang snatch and clean jerk, hang clean and jerk, and some paused back squats. Instead of doing the accessory work that was on there, I actually did some different accessory work that I'll talk about at the end, but the snatch doubles went quite well. I did them all without any straps. The first working set was at 100, went up to 105, and went to 110. And I would say I technically had a miss, but I also did all of the doubles as prescribed. And I tried to do a third rep on the last set of 110, and I missed. So I did the same thing with the clean and jerks. I'm apparently just a masochist, and I just like to miss lifts. But I did. If I followed the exact workout, I would have had no misses. It was just because I went above and beyond to do an extra rep on the last set that my body said no. But definitely quite happy with the sets at 100, 105, and 110 to be able to do those without misses, to do them without straps, to do them without feeling particularly great. So my turnover under the bar feels good, but I don't feel particularly fast or explosive right now, just from this general fatigue of training. But yeah, I don't think, yeah, the only miss was that 110. After the snatches, the hang clean and jerks also went well. The first working set I did was at 120. I went up to 130, and then on my last set of 140, I did the same thing as I did last week, where I did a 1+2. I actually tried to do a third jerk, and I was pretty confident with my ability to do that jerk, but I just didn't have enough energy left and didn't do it with a good enough technique. I think that I was strong enough to do it for a third rep on this particular day, but I think that I just did a bad technical rep, which is from fatigue breakdown. So obviously it kind of works together to make a missed rep. My ITN also was feeling a little bit better today. It's a little bit achy throughout the lifts, but the big test was when I got to the pause squats at the end, which I just had 3 doubles at 170. I think originally they were 166, but of course I'm going to push up a little bit heavier than what is prescribed. But as I was doing those, they didn't feel any worse, and they were feeling better. So I think it's starting loosening up. I've been doing, I actually did a lot of hip circle work before I did any sort of training, mostly just because I felt a little tired and was just taking my time warming up. But I also have been stretching my hips and IT bands a lot, so I think that's been helping well. So I just got to stay on top of that, along with just stretching in general. I don't think I can ever do truly a ton, or enough I should say, of that. But the accessory today, or I had one accessory movement, which was vertical jumps, but I decided not to do those. When I did get home later this night, I did the stationary bike for about 15. It was actually exactly 15 minutes. Nothing too crazy, just some, I guess you can call it steady state cardio. But just, I don't know, just felt like doing it. I'm thinking that I can add it in at night a lot easier than I can ever add it in the morning or right after school. Right at night, I feel like doing the cardio, I've already done my training for the day, and I can do it and then either make the video like I'm doing now, or just be ready for bed. But I feel like if I do it in the morning, then I just have to get up a little bit extra early, and I'd rather just sit around and relax in the morning versus doing that. But I don't know, it's one of those things that I think will be a good habit to get into, and I think if I keep it at night, it will be an easier habit to do. Plus I also do have the benefit of any residual caffeine from training that is still in there. So if I do happen to take too much caffeine, then I will have that energy and hopefully be able to dissipate more of it for some better sleep at night, at least theoretically. That is what would work there. This 130 clean there, the clean got a little bit ahead of me, and I don't know if it slipped down or if I did a bad clean. I think it's a combination of both, but I wasn't really happy with that 130 clean. The jerk felt fine. I was really happy not with that clean. That clean looked difficult, but with the jerk here, first jerk looked really good, and actually the second jerk looked pretty good as well. And the fact that I was confident enough to do the third one, I guess it didn't look that great, but my lockout looks good. That's the big thing I'm looking at, and I suppose the next step is really trying to continue to hammer in the footwork. But it is what it is. It's not going to look perfect by the first day, but I will say my energy on the jerk looks better. My aggressiveness in the jerk dip is better in general, as well as my lockout above my head, and really for the snatches as well. A lot of times, if I'm pressing out now, it's just from fatigue. It's not just on random reps. For the most part, it's not perfect, but it's certainly improving. And I will say, anecdotally, my shoulder and stuff is not it never really like hurt before, but like where it was tight in my upper trap, like that's loosened up, and a lot of the accessory work I'm doing I think is helping. All these squats, just 3 doubles. It was supposed to be a really heavy session for this particular movement. Did feel pretty heavy for pauses. Pause doubles are quite difficult to do. If it was just singles, I think it'd be fine, and I might have, well, definitely would have been able to add some weight. But doing these for doubles were quite difficult. But I'm happy that my IT band was feeling a little bit better on these than on previous days squatting. So hopefully that's just a trend that continues, and I can continue to, kind of loosen that area up. So I'm just feeling good in general overall. But I think I'm just gonna have to continue to do some like hip circle work and stretch and all that good stuff. But I mean, that's always the plan, and always I think a good thing to do in general if you have different things that are tight or imbalanced, just to think about and work on those areas. But anywho, that's it for this video. I'll talk to you all in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Peace.